yogis. Time for another virtual yoga practice. I'm in my backyard again with Chili, and our practice today will be about 25 minutes, and we'll be doing some standing poses, warriors, and we'll end in half moon. So we'll work to get the hips open, and we'll start lying down on our mats. You will need 2 blocks, or at least 1 block. And if you like a blanket, well, that's nice too. And if you want to put on some music. I hope I don't have too much background noise. It's Saturday here in Safety Harbor, so the neighborhood's kind of buzzing. We'll see how it goes. All right, lie down and come into Shavasana. Come into just a nice, very relaxing, heavy, sink down into your mat pose. Heels to the corners of the mat. Arms alongside the body, palms up. And then just begin to find your breath. We'll take our grounding quietly as we turn inward. Check in with our bodies. Check in with our minds. See what you need from your practice today. Let's take a deep inhale breath. Exhale with a sigh. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Begin to move your ankles and wrists. And then take your arms overhead for a long stretch. Just reach, 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 reach. Stretch the right side of your body, the left side. And then on the next exhale, bring the knees into the chest. And let's rock side to side. Maybe do some circles with the hips. Just keep moving. Waking up the lower back. Putting the hips in flexion. Drawing the knees up, over, to the side. Alright, work your way back to center. Put your hands more on your shins, and then draw your head up to your knees for a little crunch. Just squeeze in, forehead toward the knees, open the upper back, flex the feet, spread the toes, and then release yourself slowly to the mat. Take your feet down to the mat. Let's come into a low bridge, so walk the heels up toward the buttocks. Let's have the hands alongside the body. Lift your hips up to kind of a neutral situation. Check your neck and head, make sure everything's fine. And then begin to push into your feet and squeeze your tushies inward as you lift your hips up. You can lift the sternum up a little bit too. And now take a deep breath into your belly. Exhale. Another deep breath into the belly. And exhale. Slowly release your back down to the mat. Take it down one vertebrae at a time if you can, until the lower back is all the way down. Draw the knees back up over the chest. Take your arms in T now, and just move your knees side to side. Try to keep the knees together. And just work a little bit here, side to side. This is great for loosening up the waist, getting into the quadratus laborum, the muscle that helps you bend to the side. runs along your back on both sides of your spine, and sometimes it takes over from the erector spinae muscles that also work to keep your spine nice and straight. Tadasana in the spine. All right, let's bring the knees back up over the chest. Send the feet up to the ceiling and take your hands behind your thighs. Flex and point your feet. Rotate your ankles. And then get ready to open the legs wide by flexing the feet and then take them out. Support them so that you don't injure yourself. Don't want any little hamstring pulls, any inner thigh muscle pulls. Point and flex. Rotate the ankles. Now flex the feet again and close the legs using those inner thigh muscles, using your belly. And then set your feet down on the mat. From here, we're going to roll over onto our bellies. So I'm going to turn around. I've got a little companion here. Just wants to get in every pose. So set up in Sphinx with the elbows under the shoulders and the arms parallel with one another, and your feet hip distance apart. And I want you to pay attention to the pinky toe side of each foot and kind of ground a little bit with the outer foot there. And then root down with your pubic bone, the pubis, and then begin to pull back on your elbows as you lengthen and stretch yourself. Good stretch to the abdomen. We're in a back bend. You're distracting the spine, making some nice space in that lower back, pulling everything apart. All right, now from here, we're going to release and come into crocodile pose. So you'll stack your hands and take your elbows out to the sides. And then let your heels roll away. And put your forehead down on your stacked hands. And just breathe into your belly. Floor acts as resistance. Come out of crocodile and set up for locust, Salambasana. So take your arms alongside the body, palms in toward the thighs. And then lift your head and shoulders. Then lift your legs and point your toes. And come into a nice locust. Very back strengthening, working the back body, opening the front body. See if you can lift your thighs up a little higher. Watch your neck. Keep your eyes down, gazing at the mat, breathing. Go ahead and release to the mat. Put one ear on the floor. Let everything relax. And then inhale up to a second locust. Bring it up, bring everything up. See if you can come a little bit longer, maybe a little bit higher this time. Breathing, working. Keep your drishti on the mat. Be aware of your neck. Feel the prana moving through your body. All right, let's slowly take it down. Put the other ear on the floor. Bring your head back to center. Hands in cobra at the tops of your shoulders. Elbows in. Press up to all fours. and then drop down to your elbows. You can move your knees in a little bit. Clasp your hands and then just sink back toward your heels. Let your spine neutralize. You've just done 3 really nice back bends, your sphinx and your 2 locusts. Come up, place your hands on the mat under your shoulders and get your knees under your hips. And let's do a cat back, chin to the chest, dog tail. Tilt the sit bones up, let your belly sag. Cat back as you exhale. Inhale to a beautiful cow. And then come to neutral spine. All right, from here we'll come into down dog, so tuck the toes. Step your hands 1 length forward. And then lift up into a down dog. Look back at your feet and make sure they're hip distance apart. Hands should be spread wide, ears between the upper arms. Bend your knees and stick your sit bones up in the air and then lengthen your legs. Let's come high on the toes and exhale the heels to the mat. Again, high on the toes. Exhale the heels to the mat. One more. High on the toes. Heels to the mat. All right, look at your hands. Now walk to the top of your yoga mat. Come into a forward bend. Grasp your elbows and just hang in ragdoll. Let your head hang. Let your knees be super soft. Sway a little bit. Let's warm the legs a little bit. Go ahead and take your fingertips to the mat and bend your knees so your chest is on your thighs. A little squat. And then inhale and lengthen your legs. 2 more. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat down. Inhale and lengthen. Good. Now, take your hands on your shins and let's have a half lift. Bow down. Half lift. Be sure you move your shoulders back. Bow down. One more half lift. Make it nice. Reach the crown of the head forward. Draw the shoulders back. Good. Bow down one more time, and then let's rise up all the way to standing. Arms to high mountain. Baby back bend. Hands in namaste. All right. Let's turn to face, step wide on the mat. We'll take a little prasarita here. If you like to have your block nearby, you can reach for it. Hands on the hips, toes tilted in, knees soft, belly in. Let's just come halfway down first. Send the buttocks back. Press everything back, the backs of the thighs. Soften the knees. Good. All right, now go ahead and take your hands down to the mat or to your block. It's very nice to put your head on the block. You can play with it, see what you can do. You can also bend one knee and then the other. Just stretch out that inner thigh. All right, everybody come to center now, and let's place the right hand in the middle of the mat and then sweep the left hand up to the sky. Now for me that's not gonna happen, but you can do it. Just want you to get a nice stretch to into that right inner thigh. Good. Now exhale and come down. Left hand in the middle of the mat. Right hand up to the sky. Left inner thigh. Getting a stretch. We're going to need it for our warriors. All right. Bring the hand down. And now we're going to come out of our prasarita by bringing the weight to the inner edges of the feet. Soften the knees, draw the belly in, and lift up. And I hope you didn't get too much of a boob shot. All right, so from here we'll come into our warriors. And it's nice to have those blocks because we're going to use them when we come into our half moon. And I may have to move this cat, but she gets a little cranky if I try to move her. So let's get into the warrior legs. Remember, warriors are big, so scoot yourself out as comfortably as you can. It's going to depend on your range of motion here, but see if you can get wide. And then we want to track this front knee toward the baby toe side of our foot. So we kind of want to get a little bit of opening there. Good. Torso centered over those legs, so your legs are balanced. You don't feel weight here, you don't feel too much weight there. It's equal. It's beautifully balanced, just like yoga. Bring your arms up. Now here's the work. Reach, reach, reach. So squeeze your shoulder blades lightly together. Engage your triceps. Really firm them up. You could even compress your fingers. And now set the drishti over the middle finger. Drishti helps you keep focused, keeps you at one with the pose. Let's reverse the warrior, so flip that left palm up and come into your reverse warrior. Open the side body. You can gaze up if it's good for the neck. And then float back to warrior two, but don't change your legs. All right, side angle. Bend the left elbow. Take your arm straight up, the right arm straight up. Sit down in your warrior a little bit. Now, if you'd like to shoot that arm over toward the bicep so that you have one line of energy from the edge of your right foot all the way through the fingertips of that right hand. Breathe, keep the chest open. Some of you like to take the bind so you can bring the hand behind and reach under and through. Not my bind today, but you may be able to bind. Keep working. If you take the bind, don't collapse in. Keep the right shoulder back. All right, so wherever we are, let's come out. Don't change the legs. Beautiful control. Revolve one more time, and then float back to warrior two. Lengthen that left leg. We're going to cartwheel over into a low lunge. Bring the right heel up. Grab your block. Launch onto that left foot. Lift the right and open into half moon. Now in half moon, you want to have the chest open, the back foot flexed, reaching up. You can gaze up if that doesn't mess you up. It just did me. So if you come out of it, try to get back in it. Remember, if we fall down 7, we get up 8, and then slowly bring yourself out of it. All right, let's try the other side. So, warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, to the right. We have a block over there. So, range your clothes. Get your alignment. Heel of that front foot in line with the arch of the back foot. Sit down in your warrior. Get that external rotation here on this right leg. Sit down. Let's take our arms straight up and then out. Now we know we're not too far this way, not too far that way. Centered. Reach with both arms. Remember to squeeze your shoulder blades lightly together. Engage your triceps under those arms. No flab. set your drishti over the middle finger. Breathe. Let's reverse. Flip the right palm up. Reverse your warrior. Gaze up. Float back to warrior two. Don't change your legs. Side angle. Bend the elbow. Take it down. For me now, I'll just keep my shoulder here. But you can take your left arm up. And you can also take the bicep over towards your shoulder. And if you want to try to take the bind, then you would reach through. But keep this shoulder up. Chest is open. Wherever you are in your warrior, float it back to warrior two. Don't change your legs. Use control. Re-engage. Let's revolve one more time. And then come back to warrior two. All right, let's lengthen that right leg. Cartwheel so that we come into a low lunge. Flip the back foot up so you're on the ball of the foot. Grab your block, set it ahead of the baby toe side of the foot. Launch onto your right leg. Lift your left. Take your left hand to the back hip. Open the hip. Open the hip. Lengthen the standing leg. And then take your left arm up. Flex the back foot. Really expand and reach. And then come out with control and grace. Come to standing. That was a lot of work in a short period of time. It's time to lie down now and have a shavasana. So go ahead and stretch out on your mat. Let's take one twist before we go into our shavasana. So bring the left knee up to the chest. Take your right hand on that knee and then just bring that knee across the body. You can extend the left arm and enjoy a nice cross-body twist. Breathe. Slow your breathing. And then come back to center. Let's take the other side. Right knee up. Left hand draws the knee across the body. Right arm is the anchor. Extending. Breathing. Feeling grateful for your practice, for your time on the mat. Alright, slowly come out. And settle yourself down for Shavasana. I'm going to leave my mat and come over to say goodbye. Please stay in your Shavasana. It's such an important pose. And you need to have time to let everything just percolate in your body. I want to thank you for the practice, for joining me. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease. Namaste.